Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, early in that fourth quarter there, you had some nice defensive possessions and then the quick 11 points from Quickly. What clicked there to finally put the Bulls away after they had been kind of hanging around all night?
Well, I like the way the game started. I thought our starters really got us off to a good start. And I didn't like the way the bench played in the first half, but I thought in the second half they were terrific. So, and again, it really starts with our defense. If we can get stops and we can go, and then, we got a number of guys that can put the ball in the basket. So just trust each other, trust the pass, make plays, and find a way to win.
Tom, you guys have put yourself in as good a position as you can going off on this challenging road trip. Are you kind of looking forward to seeing how you guys respond to the challenge of these 6 games coming up?
Yeah, and I think, for us, and, we talked about it after the game, it's just nothing changes. And so when you begin the season, you think about all the things that you have to prepare yourself for. And so you don't want to look ahead. You don't want to look behind. You just want to – the only thing we're thinking about is Houston. So you take it step by step and get yourself ready to play. And when the ball goes up, we got to find a way to win. And it's really that simple. So don't get lost in – looking at, it's the end of the season, there's whatever, how many games left or however long the road trip is. For us, it's just, okay, let's get in, get our work done tomorrow, and let's be ready for Houston when the ball goes up.
Steve Popper. Steve, we can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tom, some of the same things you're talking about, the challenges of the trip, but is that the same thing tonight where you guys see that big lead disappear and they come out on, with fire in the fourth quarter, kind of not giving in?
Yeah, you're still striving, to be a 48-minute team and build the right habits. And, the thing is to obviously if you're building a big lead, you're doing things well, but you also have to understand, how quickly leads dissipate in today's game because of the 3. So if you let your guard down or you're not guarding, and all of a sudden you can get 10 points in a minute. And so no lead is safe. And so you have to play with a lot of toughness. That team could spread you out. It's a hard playing team, so we knew it would be a challenge. So we'll take a look at the film, fix the things that need to be fixed. And as I said, the big thing is get ready for Houston.
Jeff Bondy.
Hey, Tom, in the second quarter there, after Lauri Markkanen had that backdoor in the second quarter, you seemed pretty upset about it, and you let the players know. Is this the type of group that, can take that kind of tough criticism well and respond?
I don't know. I see my job is to tell them the truth as I see it. So, you can get beat. The players in this league are great, and they can beat you on a great play, but it shouldn't happen over and over again. So, I know when we're at our best, that doesn't happen. So, and it wasn't only, the player who got beat on the back door. And I always say that, our ball pressure and our weak side awareness should cover up for any mistakes that we make. So there was a compilation of errors. And to win in this league, that can't happen.
Mark Berman.
Obviously, Julius and RJ didn't have great outings against Phoenix, and tonight they combined for more than 50 points. How did you expect them to bounce back with such a force?
Yeah, and the thing is, here's the thing. I like the way you work backwards, Berman. You haven't changed in 20 years, but 30 years, whatever it is. Now, and that's part of the game. And Phoenix is a terrific team. And again, with a minute to go, we got a chance to win the game. And so we were upset that we didn't play our best, but our guys, what Julius has done all year and what RJ's doing, both of those guys are terrific. They're not going to be great in every game. No one in this league is. So whatever happens, you learn from it, get ready for the next one, and let's go.
Jeffrey Bernstein.
Yeah, Coach, I'm just wondering, after the tough loss the other night, after having won 9 in a row, were you at all concerned about the team's, mental state coming to this game? Obviously, you got out to a big lead, but then, that went away after a while.
Yeah, and again, I think it comes back to what you talked about at the beginning of the season, all the things that you're going to go through. And so that's why it's important to always look at every game. And after each game, you analyze why you either have won or why you've lost, try to make your corrections, and then move forward. And the games keep coming. So you want to build that habit of preparation. I think your confidence will come from your preparation. And there's a lot of work that goes into it. So you're always concerned about everything you go into every game, and you think about whatever psychological advantages you may have or they may have. And then you also factor in all the preparation that has to go into it to get ready to play. And if you've done all that you can to prepare, that's all you can do. And then you should be confident when you're out there on the floor.
We have time for 2 more questions. Ian Bigley.
Tom, Nerlens Noel, I think he's the only guy in the NBA averaging 2 blocks and an assist per game. Just what he's given you night in and night out, and particularly tonight. Think about where the team would be without him and what he's done. Yeah,
no, just terrific. We've been fortunate. The way he's played, the rim protection, the shot, it's elite shot blocking. It's such I think he had 5 tonight, but he impacted many others. And he's the anchor of the defense. He's terrific with pick and roll defense. And then you factor in what Taj has given us also. And then what Mitch had given us at the beginning of the year. But Nerlens has been fantastic. And, he puts enormous pressure on the rim offensively. He sets a lot of screens and he rolls hard to the rim. And, there's not a stat for that. You don't see it, but that's what makes your offense go, is having the pressure on the rim. And he does it relentlessly. He'll do it, 50, 60 times in a game. And so he's expending a lot of energy, and it tells you about his commitment to his team, his teammates, and winning.
Last question, Mike Vorkanoff.
Tom, you guys had that big lead. Obviously, I think it was 18 at one point, and they tied in. And obviously, you had a big lead Monday night, and Phoenix came back to win. It's happened at other points this season. Do you see a collective thread there about why the big lead seemed to evaporate for you, or is that kind of both teams go on runs type of situation?
Yeah, I think it's part of the game. You see it. Would I prefer for that not to happen? Yes, but that's also the reality of this game. It's just the way people are shooting the ball and the speed of the game and the different things you can do with it. And that's why you have to emphasize, that you can't let your guard down. You can't rest on defense. And sometimes you can. These players are great. And you can sometimes defend it perfectly, and they still have the ability to make. And then if you're putting 2 on the ball, you have to recognize that, okay, we've got 2 guys on the ball because that guy's a special player, and now we got to protect the paint and then react out and cover the line. You got to fly around. If you're not flying around, you're not going to get that line covered. And then after you cover the line and challenge the shot, then you got to get into the body and go rebound the ball. So there's a lot that goes into it if you want to be a great defensive team. And you have to it requires multiple effort on every possession. And so we have a number of guys that are doing that. But if one guy's slow, it'll show up.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thanks.